My brother framed my son, then had the police arrest him. My parents were indifferent. Spoiled kids need to be taught a lesson. I didn't say a word, but what I did next destroyed their entire careers. My brother has always been the golden one, the one my parents bragged about at dinner parties, the one whose photo sat on the mantle while mine collected dust in a drawer. He runs a nonprofit called Hearts Forward that pulls in about $2 million a year in donations. My parents sit on the board. My mom handles outreach. My dad approves budgets. From the outside, it looks like a family doing good. From the inside, it looks like a family paying themselves to feel important. I never said anything. I'm a freelance accountant, work from home, pick my son up from school, make dinner on weeknights. A few years back, my brother asked me to help with the books as a favor. Said their accountant quit and they needed someone they could trust. I said yes. Kept the records clean, filed everything on time, never pushed on the parts that didn't add up. I should have pushed. The incident happened at my nephew's 8th birthday party. Big backyard setup, catered food, a bounce house, about 40 people milling around. My son is 11, quiet kid, polite, the kind who says thank you without being reminded. He'd been sitting at a table eating cake when my brother's watch went missing. A $4,000 piece my brother had been showing off to anyone who'd stand still long enough to look at it. My brother walked into the backyard and pointed at my son. I saw him near my jacket. My son looked up with frosting on his chin and said he hadn't touched anything. My brother called the police before I got a word in. I asked him to search the house first, give it 5 minutes. He looked at me the way he always has and took out his phone. My parents were at the patio door watching. I walked over and said, please don't let him do this. My mom said maybe this is the lesson he needs. My dad said spoiled kids need consequences and went inside to refill his drink. 2 officers arrived 20 minutes later. I watched them put handcuffs on my son. The metal was too big for his wrists. He kept looking at me while they walked him to the car. Not crying, just looking. The way kids look when they still believe their parent can stop something. I followed to the precinct, sat in a plastic chair for 3 hours, posted bail, signed the paperwork, drove my son home, made him grilled cheese because it was the only thing he asked for, put him to bed, told him I believed him. Then I sat down at my desk and opened the bookkeeping files. I had 3 years of records. Always noticed things I didn't act on. Vendors that didn't exist in any public registry. Reimbursements submitted without receipts. Transfers to a holding company that shared an address with my parents' vacation property. A consulting fee line paid monthly to a business registered under my mother's maiden name. I'd flagged things quietly and let them go because my brother was family. But I kept copies. Accountants do that when something smells wrong and they aren't ready to act yet. I spent 4 hours organizing everything. Every suspicious transfer. Every shell company. Every expense line with no documentation. I cross-referenced donor intake against actual expense reports and ran the full numbers. Over 3 years, roughly $400,000 had moved through accounts with no connection to charitable work. I made 3 copies of the file. One went to the IRS with a formal whistleblower complaint. One went to the state attorney general. The third I sent to the 26 largest donors on Hearts Forward's mailing list with a note explaining what I found and suggesting they request an independent audit before giving another dollar. Then I went to sleep. 6 weeks later, Hearts Forward was under federal investigation. My brother's salary was frozen. My parents were removed from the board pending review. The attorney general announced they were examining the books going back 5 years, not 3. The watch turned up 2 days after my son was formally charged. My sister-in-law found it in the inside pocket of the jacket my brother had been wearing at the party. She called me herself. She sounded hollowed out. She said she was sorry. My brother never called. The charges against my son were dropped. No hearing, no explanation, just a letter saying the matter was closed. I had it framed. It's on the wall in my office next to his last school photo. My mom left a voicemail about a month in. Said she hoped we could talk, that things had gotten out of hand. I listened twice and deleted it. My dad texted that families should stick together. I didn't respond. I don't have a clean ending. The investigation is still ongoing. My brother hired lawyers and is calling it all a bookkeeping error. Maybe he gets away with some of it. That part isn't mine to control anymore. What was mine was this. They watched officers put handcuffs on my 11-year-old son and said he deserved it. I just made sure the next pair fit someone else.